Hi, I'm Barbara Ann Keffer, Mayor of Upper Darby. We're on one of the busiest roads in the township. This is Garrett Road. This is also the first stop on our Underground Railroad tour. So by way of introduction, Upper Darby is the 6th largest municipality in Pennsylvania. We border Philadelphia. There's about 85,000 residents here. And one of the projects that my administration, which started in January 2020, was to work on highlighting the history here, which is begun in the first stage of our Underground Railroad walking tour. So the motto of Upper Darby is the world in one place. That's also new, and that encompasses our ethnic diversity, housing stock, all the wonderful public transportation options we have here, and also our history. So we're here on Garrett Road at the Garrett House. It's close to 20 years. It's been a designated historical site in Pennsylvania. Recently, new owners have taken over the house. It's a private house. They're renovating it. And when you start the tour, if you're here, we ask you not to approach the house and let them have their privacy, but they're doing a really great job in the last couple of years. And then one of their project is to renovate it from the inside out. And we're very happy that they've been patient with us. But here's a place that you can start your tour. So it's a beautiful old house on one of the busiest streets here. We start the Underground walking tour in conjunction with our reinvigorated Historical Commission because of the pandemic, right? We wanted to give people something to do. Not just people in the township, but people from outside the township do come here and participate in it. We're at Riverview Farm. This is the birthplace of Thomas Garrett. This is the 3rd stop on the Underground Railroad tour here in Upper Darby. The 2nd stop is at Holy Child Academy, which is between the Garrett House and here. You can't see the building. There is a historic marker there. And this is one of 2 stops in Arlington Cemetery, which is an absolutely beautiful piece of property. It's open to the public. In some ways, it's the heart of the community because people jog here. There's 5Ks that are held here. People teach their children to ride bikes here often because it's nice and safe. It also is the home of Greenhorn Gardens, which is between here and our next stop. And that's a local business run by Sean and Stacy McNichol. Sean actually is on the Historic Commission, which helped put together the Underground Railroad tour. So it's just a fabulous place to be, especially on a nice day like this. We're at the 2nd stop of the Underground Railroad tour in Upper Darby here in Arlington Cemetery. This is the main building for the business, right? They have their services here, but also inside is a museum dedicated to the Underground Railroad. And they have a lot of pictures and documents that are important artifacts dedicated to this point in Upper Darby history. This would be a good time to mention Robert Seeley. He lives locally. He is a direct descendant of the Garrett family, and he's been instrumental and super helpful in helping the administration and the Historic Commission organize the tour. He's given us so much history on the Underground Railroad, and ultimately his big project would be to link this part of the Underground Railroad with the larger, kind of coastal one with Delaware especially. So this is a beautiful place. It's right across the street from Drexel Hill Middle School. So this is on the State Road side of Arlington, and this is a place where you could get a lot of information about the Underground Railroad tour. Later on, we'll give you the information about when the museum is open. And again, it's just a wonderful place in Upper Darby. We're at the Sellers Library, which is behind me. There's a historical marker that lets everybody know that this is the Pennock House. It's known as the Pennock House. Years and years ago, Abraham Pennock married Elizabeth Sellers, and so married into the Sellers family. And this building is now our children's library. It's on State Road, which is in front of me. There's also a really nice playground. It's just a wonderful space in general. And we still have a descendant of the Sellers family on the library board. It's Wilson Sellers. He's really young and very energetic and a great addition. So it's part of the agreement that the township take care of this property and that the library stays in the Sellers name. So this is our main library here. The Pennock House is the children's library, and attached to that is an annex, which is a regular public library in the main library here in Upper Darby. We're at Sellers Hall, which is one of the first homes that was built in Upper Darby, and it was an actual stop on the Underground Railroad. So it's a really important building for the township. We are on Walnut Street, and although it used to be a farm, this is now on the St. Alice Parish campus. A local group called the Friends of Sellers Hall have taken a huge initiative into rehabbing the building inside and out and making it a useful space. They are very aggressive in getting grants, not only from the township through our CDBG program, but also through other entities. They've partnered with the University of Pennsylvania and St. Joseph's University. And this summer, there's going to be a live archaeological dig. So that's really exciting. The township, we sponsor a couple cleanups here a year because it's on a really super busy street. This is Walnut Street, and within the next year and a half, within walking distance, will be the first community center for Upper Darby. Thank you for featuring this tour and covering the Upper Darby Underground Railroad walking tour. We're delighted to spend this time with you, and we encourage anybody who would like more information about the 4 stops we saw today, and including the other 4, to go to our website, which is upperdarby.org. It also lists very comprehensively all the public transportation options, so you don't need a car. The 4 spaces we visited today, they have accessible parking, but that's not the only way that you can enjoy this tour. And many thanks to our Historic Commission, Robert Seeley, and very many other people who put together the tour. There's a booklet, which is also online, and this is the foundation. It's going to be much more fleshed out, and this is a work in progress. So thank you for joining us here today.